You know, I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. The left cannot be reasoned with at all. None of these radical leftists can be reasoned with. And my proof is all the times I've tried to debate with them. I used to have a tactic back before I was really good with the facts and history, back before I was anything with debate. I used to have a tactic in which I'd say we really just need to come together on issues. And I'd try to honestly come together from a middle-of-the-road standpoint, because I figured that if I didn't, then we would just be both subject to our infinite liberal/conservative echo chambers, and nothing would ever get done. So I figured I'd always make the move, and I always hoped that by leading by example, the leftists would follow. But they never do. They never follow. They ask you for an inch, and when you give it to them, they take a mile. They fortify. They don't let you get away with, you know, if you apologize, never apologize, by the way. But if you do apologize for something that they claim that you've done, they got you. They have a got you clause, and they never let you up. They keep you down on the ground, because that's all they want to do is cause problems and violence. So last night, I have a debate with somebody, former classmate, different person this time, and they've got a video about BLM and how BLM are the only ones being arrested at these riots and protests. Of course, the video doesn't bother to show where they're being violent or whether the crimes they're getting arrested for are just. It's just trying to say that only white people can get away with being violent, and it shows some white people hitting cops and the cops not doing anything about it. Funny thing is, on the other side of the fence, on the right-wingers side of the fence, or Trump supporters side of the fence, or whatever have you, whatever the left makes us out to be, there are videos of black people getting away with punching cops and only white people getting arrested. And that's what I brought to the table in the debate. I came from the standpoint that both sides are being violent, and that both sides are being stupid, and that both sides can say the same thing about one another. That's what I came forward with. And I also said at the end of my statement that we need to come together. That it's time for this stuff to stop. You know what I got from a response from him? I got a couple moronic other liberals jumping into the party saying stupid crap that wasn't relevant, and then his response was, "Oh, I fail to see how you're the victim here, Michael." I never even claimed to be a victim, and yet he's telling me that I'm the victim here, or that I'm claiming to be a victim. I mean, he's not telling me I am the victim. He's telling me that I claim to be a victim. I never said that anywhere. I said we need to come together. And, you know, he chooses to latch onto an argument that doesn't exist. His friends chose to continue an argument saying, well, there's white privilege and all this other BS. I say we need to come together, and what do they say? They say they want to fight. That's what they say. Everything they want to do is fight. So we've tried rationally debating with them, and that never works because they don't bother to see any point of view other than their own. Try to come together with them, and that doesn't work. This kind of leads into my big point here, is that there's 3 major roads and 2 sort of kind of there but transparent roads. So there's 5 roads to take with this situation going on here, and that's not just racism, that's the left versus the right as a whole. There are 5 roads. 5 roads. And only 3 of them are real roads. The first road, this one, is giving the left what they want. Giving them their inch. We've tried that. For 40 years, we have tried that. We have tried to entertain the idea that America needs to get more progressive, and what has it done? Nothing. We're more racist now than ever. How is it that the problem's not fixed? You have democratic cities all over the place, and they're running to the ground, and racism is at an all-time high. How is that possible? How the hell is that possible? You had control. We gave you your inch, you take another mile, you fortify, and then you continue. So that's not an option. Then we have the option over here, that's ignore it all and just worry about your own problem. That's not an option because that just leads back to this option or any of the other ones that we're about to go over, the 3 actual roads that are being put forward, that are being put forth ahead of us. Sorry, that didn't really come out right, but I'm just going to leave that in the video anyway. There's 3 major roads. And that's rational debate, that's coming together, and that's violence. Those are the 3 roads left. We've tried rational debate, tried it over and over again. I've tried it, I've watched other people try it. It's the same situation every single time. Bring facts to the table, they don't want to see it. They ignore it. Unable to even begin. Bring your sources, they tell you your sources are fake. Never-ending amounts of fake is what they think. No matter how sensible or reliable or how logical you appear to be, they will not see your point of view whatsoever. And if you give them their inch and try to come from a middle of the road standpoint, they take the mile. So it just leads right back into that whole giving them an inch, they take a mile. So rational debate is no longer a thing. Can't do it. Those 2 options are gone. And obviously ignoring it doesn't fix anything, because that's kind of what got us here, so that's gone. So I tried coming together. Something I've always tried to do. Coming together with people. They find a way to argue with that. Because again, it's like giving them an inch. You try to put your differences aside, and they just throw it in your face and try to tell you that you're wrong and say there's white privilege, so they take a mile. So coming together doesn't work. They don't want to come together, they just want to fight. What does that leave us? One option. One fucking option left. The same option that continues to happen in Berkeley, that continues to happen in Charlottesville, that continues to happen. It happened in Ferguson, it's happened in all over the damn fucking country. What the fuck is your problem? I'm serious. What in the fuck is your problem, leftists? As far as I'm concerned, even if you're somebody who stands on the sidelines and doesn't pick a side, you have to fucking admit that it's pretty ridiculous when somebody extends their hand and says, let's just be friends, and they get bit. It's the left that is the problem with America. You control the media. You've controlled cities, universities, and yet the problems never went away, apparently. You continue to poke at a bear. You continue to make things up that aren't real. We're the only country, one of the only countries at least, Western civilization as a whole, ended slavery. Every race has practiced slavery. We ended it. And yet, we're the ones getting bashed for it. It's still going on in places. If you want to fix something, go and fix it. Join the military and help free people in other countries. I don't know. Start something with the Peace Corps. Do something about it. But don't sit here and point your guns at the country responsible for helping people out and trying to create individual freedoms. This is bullshit. This option is bullshit. Okay? You poke at a bear, and you're the only party that will take a swing at another party and then cry when that party bites back. You are the only party that will do it. Most people I know that are Republicans don't really want to fight, and they never start off as bitter people. The ones that are looking for a fight have good reason, because you antagonized it and now you brought it on yourself. The fact of the matter is, people out here in rural counties don't give a shit. They want their farm and that's it. They just want their farm and their land, and they want their families, and that's all they want. They may not like certain things. Sure, maybe they make fun of gay people once in a while. Or maybe they are racist. Who knows? But all I do know is they're not out there actually causing problems. They keep to themselves, they do their own damn thing, and that's exactly why Donald J. Trump won the election. So I don't think this rant needs to go on any longer, because I know that I'm not a racist, and I know that my friends aren't racists, and I know that we all voted for Trump, me and my friends, and I know that that's the story I keep hearing over and over again. I don't know what else to say. You either come together and be rational people, or you be violent, and this is going to be your future right here. Fuck you. End of fucking story. Because I ain't scared of either option. So ask yourself, are you scared? Are you scared of these options? Because those are the options you've got. I see no other option. Ignoring it doesn't fix it. That's the end of my rant. Fucking deal with it.